Hi Amelie, this is John. I wanted to make this video to show you how I am tracking my speeches, and this is my golden list of I call this my Thank You Revolution Recon list. So these are people that I'm targeting to speak, and some of them that I book speeches. So this is just a good document to track what you're working towards. So I'll explain how this is broken down and show you where I picked up some of my speeches and give you a little insight. And then if you have some questions, feel free to send me those back. So this I've designed to be kind of a running list, and so it's I wanted some specific things to track. So number one is notes. Two is so that's for me to just make notes after I talk to somebody. Organization, so what is the company or business or organization that's hosting it? This is the Rotarians. The Rotary is a group of civic leaders in local communities all around the world, actually. So they probably have those locally where you live, but they do some cool stuff. I'll talk about in a minute. City, where they are, the state, the location of their events. What type of an event is this? Is this a speech or a podcast? Because I do both. Who is the contact that books the speakers? Sometimes you don't know that. There are several of these that I don't know, but this is what I've been filling out. Contact phone number, their email, the meeting dates, days and times. Some organizations meet once a week, once a quarter, once a year. That's that. Next available opportunity is when this one I already completed, but this one was March 9th, April 19th. And then contact made, yes, interested, yes, or no, right? So it's good to just track that stuff. What's the fee? So do they pay for speakers? Some of them do not. So this one, the Rotarians, for example, are a great group where they don't pay speakers, but they have a speaker every week. And so it's a good way to get your message out there, get some practice on stage, and then you can kind of sell some books passively. I sold about 15 books, so I still made about $247 for that 20-minute speech that I gave. So it's not a bad thing. So, but they have those organizations all around the world. And then I also tracked the referral source. So who introduced me to this event? Because I like to be able to thank people after the fact. So that's it. So in looking at the different types of events, you can see some of them I have the contact information. And a lot of these are based on people that I know, that I've made connections with, that I'm like, okay, they probably have an event I could do, or they've eventually expressed interest after maybe seeing me speak somewhere. So you're kind of adding people to this list all the time. So KW stands for Keller Williams, or a real estate company in town, or kind of all over the world. So I've got some connections there. So that's one of my sources. A lot of Rotaries. This is a podcast that someone had talked about. Cutco, so that's my company that I work with. So these are all the possible locations I could speak throughout the year. And again, these don't mean anything. Like, they're not paying me at all, or they haven't booked me. But this is like for me to kind of have as a running list. And so I've got some strategies on how to communicate with them and how to get on some of their stages. So then the Rotary, that's a big one where they kind of are all over the place. And this is a women in mortgage. That's another real estate event in Utah, in the U.S. And so that's, again, one I just heard about from a woman named Leslie Moss. And so that's a possible event that I'm looking into that I heard about. So again, you're just kind of adding things to it. And what we had spoken out was like possibly doing some colleges or universities and coming in there to share your story. I think any civic groups or entrepreneurial groups are probably going to be good as well. Just know that a lot of them don't pay, and especially don't plan on making a bunch of money right away. A lot of my now paid speaking engagements have come from free speaking engagements. So this is just my source of tracking everything. So got a pretty long running list. The U.S. has a lot of a lot of organizations and businesses out here. So this is going to keep growing, and this is the start. So start just considering for you, like, who are those people? Start making your own list. And I don't mind sharing this with you as well, so that way you can personally look at it. Just obviously be careful not to change any data, but if you want to copy this over here, you can do that. So that's it. Hope you have a great day. Bye.